In our last 4 sessions, we discussed a letter from a man whose wife had had an affair and whose life was falling apart in other ways as well. I explained the cause of the affair and other problems, a lifetime of emptiness and fear, and suggested 2 kinds of truth-telling. In our last session, I talked about what it would look like for him to tell the truth about himself to his wife and how that could lead to greatly diminished conflict in their relationship. Now back to the writer of the letter. Let's look at another reason for you to tell the truth about yourself, which is to create opportunities for you to feel seen, unconditionally accepted, and loved. We simply can't feel unconditionally loved until we tell the truth about who we really are. But that does not mean indiscriminately sharing the truth about ourselves with everyone. Because if we tell the truth about ourselves to people who have no love to give, what good will that do? It could, in fact, be harmful. As we discussed in our last session, the reason for you to tell the truth about yourself to your wife at this point is to increase the understanding and to decrease the conflict in your marriage, not to get your wife to love you. If you tell your wife the truth about yourself in the hope that she'll accept you unconditionally, you'll almost certainly be setting yourself up for big-time disappointment and frustration. If you want to find real love, what you can do is tell the truth about yourself to other people. First, learn all you can about real love. Read books, watch the videos on the website. Then take advantage of every way you can of interacting with loving people. On the website, there's a bulletin board for people to communicate. There's a list of conference calls that take place almost every day of the week. There's a live video webcast each week. There's a description of how to form a real love group. Do all of that. And with all of these people, tell the truth about you. Talk about the mistakes that you have made. I know your wife had an affair, but talk very little about that. Stick with your getting and protecting behaviors and your use of imitation love. Talk about how you have used alcohol and sex to cope with the emptiness and pain in your life, and how you have acted like a victim and run instead of telling the truth about yourself or choosing to be loving. Now, remember, there's no blaming in any of this. I'm not suggesting you did any of this on purpose. I believe you were doing the best you could at the time, just as your wife was doing her best as she had her affair. But you need to tell the truth about your behavior. And as you finally tell the truth about yourself, you'll create opportunities for people to see who you really are and to accept you unconditionally. That is a wonderful feeling, one that you need to experience over and over again. And as you fill up with real love, you'll naturally bring that quality back into your marriage, and that will make an enormous difference. With real love, miracles become possible, almost common, in fact. You'll enjoy this new way of living and of being married.